Less than 2 weeks into their school year, high school students in Moorhead are moving to distance learning. Blame it on rising COVID-19 numbers in Clay County. Valley News Team's Devin Fry spoke with other schools in the area to see if their students should expect the same.
Just 10 days after going back to school, high school students in Moorhead will now be switching to distance learning. Moorhead Public Schools announced the decision this morning, saying that the changes will go into effect on September 28th.
Again, our number one concern is safety for both students and staff. So we just ask everybody to play their part.
The COVID-19 numbers in Clay County showed another sharp increase in the past 2 weeks. Moving high schoolers to distance learning is the action that's outlined in the Minnesota Department of Health guidelines for schools.
We went from like 15.6 to a little over 36. So it was a pretty big jump. So we thought we had to try to do something to help slow that spread and get our numbers back down for the students.
While Moorhead High School will be preparing to send their students home for distance learning, the majority of schools within Clay County will be staying the course. So far, the only other school district that has moved to online learning is Dilworth Glendon Felton, who announced that decision earlier this week. Barnesville and Hawley will both be sticking with in-person classes according to their respective superintendents, and Ulen Hitterdal has not announced any changes yet. But what about their neighbors across the Red River? We reached out to Cass County schools in North Dakota as well to see if they're making any changes to their learning models. For the time being, we do know that Fargo and West Fargo public schools will continue their hybrid learning as COVID cases in North Dakota continue to climb. Superintendents from Northern Cass, Hope, Page, and Central Cass school districts have all confirmed that they'll continue in-person learning. The only school district in Cass County with any major changes has been Kindred, who moved high schoolers to distance learning earlier this week. The majority of the cases listed affect adults aged 18 to 22. We reached out to Minnesota State University Moorhead to see if they're considering moving to distance learning. A representative with the school said they're monitoring the numbers in the county and confirmed their safety level daily. Right now, they're still at the green safety level, which will allow them to continue in-person classes. Reporting from Moorhead, Devin Fry, Valley News Live.
And according to their guidelines, elementary school students in Minnesota will also be urged to switch to distance learning if the infection rate per 10,000 people rises above 50. Here's a job that will look great on any resume: professional cheeseburger taster. In honor of National Cheeseburger Day today, Bonus Finder, a casino review portal, will pay $500 to someone who will travel to the United States to find the best cheeseburger in the country. To apply, one must provide their name, email, and written description of why they'd be the ultimate cheeseburger taster. You have to be 21 years of age at least and a resident of the United States or Canada. You have until September 28th to apply.
A new study shows that more than half of school employees in the country could have an increased risk of contracting the coronavirus. Researchers say these employees meet the CDC's increased risk criteria because of underlying conditions, including obesity, diabetes, heart disease, and age. The study also shows men are more vulnerable than women. More than 33 million people with the CDC risk factors have some sort of connection to schools. Still ahead, another night of high school football. Alex is in with all the highlights and scores next.